let's do this. Let's close that scene then. And now let's move forward to the next important day in the same life we're watching. You are now at the next important day. Where do you find yourself now?
There are some pious men next to me. They're causing a lot of trouble.
Oh, what are you?
They're questioning. They want to know more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are they questioning you or?
They're questioning me.
Okay, about what?
About my knowledge.
Mm-hmm. And who are those people that are questioning you?
They look like they're religious.
Mm-hmm. Like priests or?
Something like that, yes. They're high up there in the order. And they're so much in their mind. So much about power. They want to be the leaders. They want to be who the people look up to.
Mm-hmm. Are those church people or army people?
They do have some armor on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And are you outside somewhere with them?
Yeah, they have me. They're just one on each side. And they're just questioning me, and they're just laughing. I think they're saying that I am not being truthful.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to discount me, who I am. Because there are other people there, and they're laughing and mocking at me.
Mm-hmm.
They want me to look less than. They're trying to build themselves up.
Are you by yourself or?
Yes, I am here by myself.
Are you in the desert or is this like in a village?
It's a village, yeah. Mm-hmm. I just came through and then I was spotted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's the two of them or there are more?
No, they're just questioning and they're making fun of me.
Oh.
But, yeah, just...
They don't understand, do they?
No. I just remain quiet. I'm not going to let that bother me. I remain unmoved and true to myself. So I know who I am. And there's no acceptance, and I cannot help them. They must be willing to open.
So they're not open, are they?
No.
So what do you think you should do?
There's no point in continuing and trying to teach, because they don't listen, they don't understand, and they will take the teachings and turn the teachings around to benefit them.
Oh, exactly what you're afraid of.
So I need to just, be very cautious here. I will throw out a few things, but I cannot disclose what's most precious.
What do they know of you?
They know that I am known. They know that people follow me. And they don't like it.
Why not?
Because they don't want the people to know the truth. They know that I am different, and it makes them very uncomfortable. And so they go into their minds and create things, and then that spills out into their people. And the people are so gullible, they believe.
Are they accusing you of anything?
They're just saying it's blasphemy. Whatever I have to say is blasphemy. It's not true. They're discounting everything that I know, everything that I stand for. But they cannot take me down.
No, because you know who you are.
Yes.
It sounds like you have to continue with the mission too.
I hope so. I just need to get out of here.
So how do you want to go about that? What do you do?
I will just have to give them what they want to hear and make amends in some way and walk away. And I won't look back.
So you're trying to make amends, to give them some answers, and then what happens?
I just need to get out of here. I need to walk away quickly. And I'm walking at the village, and there are people there that are pointing at me, and they're snickering at me, and I just have to walk past. I gotta get out of here.
So the people out there, they saw those people questioning you, and now
Yeah, they saw.
starting to make a noise too.
Yeah, they're just making fun of me, and as I'm walking past them, and yeah, I just, what could I do? Just send them love and walk away.
They don't know.
They don't. They're not ready.
So you're passing by the people.
Yeah. I'm leaving that city. We have this, it's made out of stone. They have this stone wall. It's like an archway, and I'm heading towards that archway, just up out of the city.
Is anybody following you?
No, it's just some of those people there. The villagers are kind of just looking,
But they're not following you, are they?
No, they're just curious. They want to know who I am, But I'm walking past. I'm walking. Okay, I'm outside.
Are you safe now?
Yeah.
Is your mom there?
No, I just need to get back to my camp. I don't know why I went there.
So it's safer by the camp.
Yeah.
It's just that little village, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good that you're able to leave everything behind. Let's do this. Let's leave that scene. We're closing the scene. And now drift and float away to the very last day of your life in this lifetime that we're watching. You are now at your very last day. When you see what's happening,
I'm hanging.
Did they hang you?
But yes, people are just spitting.
Watch it as an observer. You don't have to feel any drama.
But I know that Father's with me. And I'm not feeling the pain.
You're not?
It looks, no. Father's too kind. He's wonderful. He's not letting me feel the pain. And he's removing the pain from the others.
Oh, the others around you?
He's so gracious, yes.
What are they doing to you?
I'm just there, I'm hanging, and they're all looking at me, laughing at me. But I see them with love. It doesn't matter what they do, I love them regardless. Because they all belong to Father. They are Father. I am Father. They don't see it, but I see it. Yeah.
They're too blind to see it, right?
Yeah.
And the Father took the pain away from the others, hanging
Yes.
the other two?
Yeah. It appears like, there's pain, but we're not feeling the pain. No, God is too good. Yeah, it hurt when they put me on the cross, but no.
You're good now.
Yeah, I'm just going through the motions and it's coming. Yeah. I don't fear anything. They can't destroy me.
Even if they try, huh?
Yeah.
Too bad that they don't understand you.
Yeah, they don't.
How do you think, what happened that they crucified you like that? Someone betrayed you, or how did you end up here?
It's the what do you call them? It's the hierarchy. They didn't like me because I was seen as their competition. They didn't want anyone to follow me. They were afraid of what I had to say. But deep down, I know that they know the truth. They knew that I spoke the truth. But they had to abide by their mind, not their heart. Because they didn't want to lose the power. They didn't want to lose power. But in their hearts, they knew that I spoke truth.
Yes.
When they're alone, they know truth. But when they're out in public, in their respective duties, it's power. So I guess it's to survive, they must follow and abide by all the social norms. But I was different. I didn't. I followed my heart and the teachings. That was more important.
And the people from the village, do you think they're on your side? Do they understand what's happening right now?
Some yes, and some no. I got half and half, Some that are just very, very distraught. And because they knew that I was true. They knew that I am with Father. And the others, they're just too unevolved.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about your mom, who's in the crowd for you?
She's with me. It's hard for her. But she knew this was going to happen. She's known since the day she was born that this was going to happen. Her soul knew it was all going to happen. It was part of the plan, and she knew it was coming. But it's still difficult. She's a strong lady, very strong woman. She was a good mother. She took good care of me. So supportive. I love her so much.
Does she understand that you're not suffering, you're not in the pain?
She knows.
She knows. Okay.
My brothers and sisters of light, they know that I'm not suffering.
They know the truth, it's just a facade.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Are there any soldiers near you?
They're around just keeping the people, controlling the crowds, and so again laughing at me. I just pay no attention. You don't know what they do.
Very good.
But I love them. I love them. Nonetheless, I have love for every one of them. Yeah.
Doesn't matter what they do, you're still loving them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you understand them.
Because they are part of me and I'm part of them. Mm-hmm. We are all one. We're connected, but they don't see that because their mind gets in the way. Mm-hmm. They need to sink into their hearts. That's where they'll find me. Mm-hmm. And that's where they find the light and truth. Mm-hmm. But they're blinded. It's not their time.
Very good. So now whatever happened has already happened, and this is all done and finished, and you're on the other side of it, out of that body in spirit form. From this perspective, you could easily look back at that entire life. Every life has lessons and a purpose. What were the lessons for you that you learned in that life?
Came into the body form to experience life as a human being in the physical form, to learn what it's like to be a human being, just like everyone else, the trials and tribulations of daily life, to get to experience all that so that I can relate to people. Because I have walked the path, their path, and I can relate. So I build much more compassion.
Do you think you reached your goal or whatever you wanted, your mission in that life?
There's still so much more that needed to be shared. Mm-hmm. A lot of the knowledge that they did get their hands on was misinterpreted. It's not what I said, it's not what I taught, and it needs to go back to the truth.
How did they misinterpret your knowledge? What did they do?
They just took my words and wrote a story that benefits them. Mm-hmm. And it's not what I meant. They misinterpreted what I meant, what I was teaching. Mm-hmm. They just didn't get it. Maybe they did it because they wanted attention. I don't know why they took my teachings and just pretty much distorted truth. Mm-hmm. There's so much more that I want to share. So I work with people.
How do you do that?
I connect. So I can connect anywhere. So I connect with beings. Beings that are so full of light. And they were sent to Earth for that mission, mm-hmm. so that they can channel the information. So they have been chosen to do that. Mm-hmm. there are many out there. And again, the information is out there, but there's resistance. Of course, the church gets in the way. The church, I did not intend to establish a church. I did not intend for temples and buildings, ornate buildings and ornate gowns and whatever it is they have, altars. None of that. None of that. That's all for show again. It's for power. It's not truth. You don't need any of that to connect to truth. So I want to continue my message. And so those that are receiving their teaching, and it will get better. More and more people will be open to receiving these messages because they're starving for truth. This world has gotten so dark, and it's shifting. It is shifting for the better. The consciousness is it's elevating. It's reaching a higher dimension, which is great. It's taken thousands of years, but it's happening. We're sending more and more souls into the world that are catalysts. They're there to change the minds of people. They're slowly tweaking the minds of people, and people are starting to listen, to learn, and they're taking it to heart because they're hungry for it.
It's time.
Yes. And so I am thrilled. You know, Mother Mary, she also channels. Yes.
Okay.
She loves to connect. She has a lot of wisdom herself. Very wise, my mama. And so we do our part from this realm. Yeah.
Sounds like we have so much help from you guys. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, we will always be here. Earth, it's our baby. Yes.
So you see that it's changing right now, and people are hungry for the knowledge.
Very much so. I think it's ascending, you know, the human consciousness it's ascending, and it's so great to see that people are finally opening up to truth. They're opening their hearts because they're tired of the same. They're tired of the misery. Nothing has changed, doing it their old way. So now when they hear new knowledge, it's just music to their ears. It's something new, something they've never heard, and it's making so much sense because it's reminding them of where they come from. And that's what most people, everyone here is seeking. They all want to connect to source because that's where they come from. And so they're hungry, they're starved, and they're opening up, which is wonderful.
How are we doing so far? Are we on track with ascension and shifting of the mind?
It's moving quickly. It's shifting quickly. I know there's a lot of tragedy taking place right now, but it's meant to happen. All that is meant to happen to clear. You know, do you understand that? To clear, to remove, to clear, so that the new phase, you know, it kicks in. The new phase is allowed to flourish, but we must get rid of the old. And so all that chaos and all that is meant to happen. You know, unfortunately, some will return home, But again, that's what they chose to do, not at a certain time. But yeah, it's happening, and soon enough, it's gonna start to just slow down, and it's gonna mellow out, and things will be more peaceful. Yeah, the world will come together in union. There's been a lot of disarray and a lot of fighting, and just the ego has just kicked in, and it's just been dominant.
What do you think it's stopping the ego to be so dominant nowadays as people are changing?
Because people are tired of feeling so miserable. They're tired of seeing the tragedy around the world. They want light. They crave light. They crave love. And so they're now starting to pay attention to the new teachings. And it's making sense to them because they're remembering what's in their soul. Which is beautiful, and that's what needs to happen. So the world is starting to progress. She too is also meant to elevate the consciousness. She's here to change people's mentality, one person at a time. She's been called for a long time. She hasn't listened to the call, but she didn't know any better. She just didn't know. She was hearing something, but she was so caught up with her daily life, and her mind wouldn't let her. Now she's opened up, and so now we can actually help her and work through her so that she can be a miracle worker. Yeah, we need her. She's very important, a very important key to this matrix, Yes.
Tell me more about that. Why is she so important that she's here at this important time?
Many people need healing. She's very kind. She's got a pure heart. And people like that. They're attracted to that. They sense that. And so they're open to receiving from her. She must do that. It's important.
And how do you want her to do that, to fulfill the mission?
She knows. She's been given symbols. The energy centers.
Yes.
She must use them.
How?
She can lay her hands on people's bodies. Or she can connect from her heart. The symbols in her heart as well. And that's where she's going to get the greatest benefit and the greatest healings.
So always the heart is the base, isn't it?
Yes.
Why did you show her that temple when she went inside and she touched the symbols and all the knowledge came to her? Why was that important?
Remembrance. She needed to remember what she knows. She had forgotten, but she put it off. Like on the back burner. But now she remembers.
So to the power surge that went through her fingers into her body, how do you think that's gonna play out in the current life? That gift that she got.
That powered her energy centers in her hands. She received downloads through her hands. Her hands are very powerful. And I think she's starting to become aware of it.
Yes.
She knows the centers. I've shown them to her. But she needs to use them. She can't doubt.
Tell her why it's not beneficial to doubt, please.
Because when she doubts, she can't get the work done. Mm-hmm. And it's important that she gets work done. So she must believe in herself. Mm-hmm. People need her. We need her.
That's beautiful. Why was it important for her to see this life as you, Jesus? Why did you show her that?
She needed to remember the connectivity. She needed to know that we are one. That I am in her, she's in me. Mm-hmm. It's a remembrance. And that I am real. She knows it, but sometimes her mind gets in the way. She starts to second guess. She's had her bouts of, how should I say, disbelief, I guess. Mm-hmm. And yes, she's been mad at Source, yes. But that's okay. We forgive her. We know that she's just going through her little humanness.
Sometimes it's hard to maneuver that.
Yeah, I think she's back on track.
What about the scene in the desert? Mary, your mom, was there. A very strong woman, very a little bit of the leader in a way. Why was it important for her to understand about your mom, Mary, as well?
Because Mary is with her as well. They have a very strong connection. It goes way back. Mary.
Well, she can call on you. She can call on Mother Mary. What about Mary Magdalene? What's the connection?
Mary Magdalene as well. She's very gifted. She walked the earth. She did a lot of miracles. She was a very, very ascended being. Mm-hmm. Very wise. Pure light. And so yes, she is, it doesn't just come, she just has to apply herself.
So this is what you want her to do. Tell her how to apply herself to gain more, or to remember the knowledge and the gifts that she's holding in.
She needs to sit in silence and quiet the mind. Because how
something to give.
Yes, absolutely. We're not just takers.
What about that celebration, the wedding? Why was it important for us to go there and see how people celebrated back then?
I think it was just to show as well. And it's going to take a little bit of work here, but she can also do it here. It's important. Mm-hmm. And the celebration of marriage is always a beautiful thing, two people coming in union.
Yes.
Yeah. Just as, I came in union with Source, with God. Mm-hmm. She can also do the same. Mm-hmm. It's a marriage.
Mm-hmm. And then as we moved along in that life, your life in the past, when you were crucified, people started asking you questions. They were laughing, doubting, and you ended up being crucified. Although Father was kind to take the pain away. What do we need to understand about that? What's the message that we need to bring into our hearts?
Just to know that our soul is everlasting. It doesn't die, no matter how many times you're beaten down, physically, mentally, emotionally. Mm-hmm. Your soul is untouchable. No one can touch your soul because it belongs to God. It's connected to Him. It's a divine spark of the source of the eternal. It's important for people to know that it may look terrible to be up on a cross, but God is good. God is great. He took me out of pain because He can. Yeah.
Everything is possible with God, isn't it?
Oh, thanks, of course.
Thank you for that. No, she has a few health questions. Would it be okay if I ask for a body scan? We would love this body to have a complete and full healing today. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Wonderful. Then as you're scanning the body from the top of the head all the way down, tell me what do you need to start for healing and repairing, please?
Yes, a lot of tension in her head and the neck, yes. And she's got a lot of, vertebrae that a little bit out of alignment, but a lot of it comes from emotions that are stored.
What kind of emotions?
A lot of emotions from her childhood, of being fearful, of being suppressed, all that. It's trapped in her spine.
In the spine.
And the spine is pretty much the brain of the body, because everything connects to the spine.
Yes.
And so, of course, she's going to have issues with, her knees, her legs, or whatever organ she's having issues with. It's all interconnected.
The spine.
Yes, the spine.
But why was this created? What was the lesson for her to experience such discomfort?
She needed to experience pain so that she could put mind over matter and know that she is above pain. Pain is just a physical, it's a mental thing. And she can override that. And I know that she can. She's strong. And she will. She needs again to relax. And she's too wound up. A lot of anxiety, and it comes from her background. It's still very much in her, and it could be genetic too from past, generations that she's carrying. And it's time to break that chain, and so that it doesn't carry over into the future generations. So, yeah, it's important for her to learn to relax and know that everything will be okay, that she doesn't have to impress anyone. At least not here, no, not even God. God knows her. She doesn't have to impress him. But yeah, I think always feeling less than because she feels like she has to be and act like everyone else, but she's not from this place. She has to understand that she is different, and it's okay that she doesn't blend in. She wasn't meant to in this lifetime. She's different.
Yeah. Is there anything else you can do to help with this pain in the neck and in the brain, in the spine or back?
She can do it herself. She needs to call on me or any of the guides and truly connect with us. And we will help her clear. She can clear it. All of it.
Yeah.
Nothing's impossible. But how bad does she want this? She's been holding on for pain, to pain, because in a sense it's been protecting her. In her mind, she's felt like it's protected her from living life. And we do not want that from her anymore. She needs to release and move forward in life. There's just so much more for her to do in this lifetime. So it's important for her to heal.
Well, anything you can do just as the startup, and she can continue asking for the healing as she has work to do. But anything you can do at this now moment to ease her into her body will be greatly appreciated.
Yes. She needs to connect, and she does meditate, and she needs to do more of that every day. Every day, that'll be a window for us to connect with her.
So that's what you want, Okay, but at least can you bring some comfort in the neck so she can sleep better? That's
Yes, again, she needs to really decide if she wants to get rid of these negative emotions that she's been holding on to. She must decide that she truly wants to get rid of this and stop hiding behind them.
I see what you're saying. And you said the negative emotions are helping her not living life.
Right.
So she's hiding behind them.
Right. She's hiding behind her illness, which stems from the emotions, causing the anxiety. And so naturally, it's going to affect your body, the organs, the muscles, everything in the body. So yes, she's in a lot of pain. I see that. Well, we're waiting for her. We're waiting for her to decide enough is enough. And it's time. And so she will get there. And she can call on us and we can work in unison with her to send the light to every cell in her body.
Okay. And the restless leg syndrome, what's that? What's causing that?
Again, that's anxiety based. It's just anxiety that's deep rooted. It's stuck.
From this life or?
It could be from other lives as well. Just the anxiety from the lives, the stresses she's held on to. They're trapped. And she needs to, again, work on releasing that. Meditation will help her so very much. And she needs to eat a proper diet. She's got to eat more nutrition.
Like what? What do you suggest for her?
Some more vegetables. She's not getting the greenery. She needs supplements.
And vitamins?
Vitamins. And we're proud of her because she has she's cut back on medications.
Yes.
Which is great because your body cannot tolerate synthetic medication, at all. It's very harmful. She needs to be a pure vessel, and with those medications in her system, she cannot function the way we intend for her to function as light. So it's important that she cuts out all medications, and supplements are nice, yes. But she needs to get her nutrition from diet.
From food.
Yes, from food.
And the body digests them better, absorbs them better when they're coming from food versus artificial medication.
Yes. Medication's really been bad for her.
And the lower back and elbows is kind of like the same emotions trapped.
It's all trapped, and it's chemical too from the medication she's taken in the past, and it's everything. The anxiety is trapped in there too, and again, it's as if her body wants to slow her down. It wants to keep her in one place. Maybe it's the fear, the deep-rooted fear that she has. It's manifesting in her body, her elbows, her knees, so that she feels that she cannot move forward.
Right, because she said she feels blocked.
Yes, and so with the inability to move her arms and bend, then it gives her an excuse not to move forward. So it's important for her to clear all that tension, the stress, the anxiety. Yeah, it's definitely affecting her elbows. I know she's in pain. It's hard for her to use her hands to lift, but she needs to stop doing that to herself.
And she needs to connect with you and ask for help with you and
yes, she can reverse it.
So I see it's like a mechanism that it's being put in place for her to start moving forward, do the work, heal herself so she can heal others.
Yes.
Well, Any healing, any comfort you can bring her at this moment, you, her angels, herself, will be greatly appreciated now that we understand the message. What would you say is the main lesson for her soul that needs to learn in this lifetime?
She needs to learn to value herself.
Right.
And to accept herself as she is. Stop trying to be someone else. Stop trying to change who you are. Yes, you're getting old, and it's okay. It's okay that you're getting old. Accept it. Acceptance is good.
We're also different, but yet the same at the same time, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Why does she feel so out of place and lost here?
Because she is different. She comes from a different realm. She volunteered to come here.
Right.
She did. She wanted to come and be part of this new evolution that's taking place. But her soul also had to learn lessons from her upbringing, from her family. You know, the entire situation there, the dynamics was difficult for her, but it was necessary. She needed to know what it was like to be left out, ignored, abused. I mean, everything that she experienced, she needed to know and feel, because now she can relate to people on a much deeper level. So, yeah. And so she came to, I guess, be of service, but we had to throw in a few things before she can get to work, because it was necessary for her to connect to people on a much deeper level.
You don't make it boring, do you?
No, not at all. It's always fun.
Is she at peace with her family and the way that she was raised?
She struggled with it, of course. It was very difficult, for anyone to grow up knowing and feeling that you're not loved by your mother. And that was another thing she had to deal with. That was a pretty deep issue, because we all need our mothers, right? And without that support, that encouragement, that love, it's difficult to thrive in this world. And she has definitely experienced that. She's had difficulties thriving in this world because she didn't have the foundation. But she's managed to turn it around, and she did it herself. She should be very proud of herself. She's done a lot of work, and she's come a long way, and we're very proud of her for that. So now she's ready. She's ready to heal others.
Good. Did she have many lives before this one and before the one with you as you?
She has lived many lives. And some are, insignificant. Others were a little more important. But yeah, she's definitely has a lot of experience.
Will she come back to this dimension again?
That will be up to her. Because she is advancing in this world. It'll be up to her if she wants to come back and be of service again here, or she can be of service on the other side. So, yeah.
How is her life when she returns home?
Oh, she's going to be welcomed. Oh my goodness. She's going to have an entire team. We're very thankful that she helps people cross over. She sits with the dying. And we know that she talks to each one at their bedside. And she does say, when I cross over, I hope to see you. They're greeting me. Just know that she will have a huge crowd waiting for her.
Big audience. Huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, thank you. Why was she not given a near-death experience back in 2015 when she was so close?
It wasn't part of the plan. Yeah. She already has her gifts. You know, she just has to work a little bit harder than those that came back with gifts. But she has them. They're in there. Some of them are dormant, and she will have access to them.
So what kind of gifts that she has you can bring forward in this moment so she can understand and work towards that a little bit more?
She knows people at a very deep level. But again, her anxiety gets in the way and it blocks her. It blocks her intuition, her ability to connect and to see. She must relax, you know, and she's got to really focus on relieving the anxiety. We know that it has a lot to do with her upbringing and it's still with her. But she needs to know that it's okay. She doesn't have to fit in. She doesn't have to do what everyone else is doing. It's okay to be herself and to love herself. And just knowing that will just give her so much relief. She'll be able to go, all right.
We don't need to please people, do we?
No. But her mind, just like everyone else's, gets in the way. And she wants so much to fit into this world. But, you know, it's not going to happen. It hasn't happened. Because she's on a mission.
So who's guiding her? Who are her spirit guides besides you and Mother Mary? Guides, guardian angel, healing spirit guides.
You know, Yogananda's. Yes, he's with her, very much so. He's been guiding her, and she knows that. And he's been wanting her to read his book, and she's just putting it off. Yeah, he wants her to read his book. And I know that she's picked up two of his books. And they're just sitting on her shelf, and she needs to open them because there's a lot of truth in those books. He spoke the truth, and she's been wanting to know more truth. And they're sitting on her shelf.
So, as she's picking up those books and starting to read through them, what effect, how would that change her?
It'll open her mind. And it'll just help her become more centered and more present. And it'll allow her just to just step out of her mind and just drop into her heart space, because that's where all the magic takes place. With that knowledge that she gains, it'll be easier for her to do that. And she will believe, she will understand. I know she thinks she doesn't understand Yogananda's writings, but he's making it so that she will understand. Just know that.
So he'll work with her from the other side.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, wow. Thank you.
She wants to know the truth about Scripture, the Bible, because she hasn't been able to understand the Bible, and now she believes that most of the Bible is rewritten so many times that she doesn't even think it's true. But just Yogananda would be great because he interprets a lot of the Scripture, and it's interpreted to be true, the way Jesus meant for it to be taught. And that's what she's seeking, so it's important for her to learn.
Got it. So, tell her please again, why is she afraid to move forward in life?
I think it's fear of being ridiculed for being different, for stepping out into her true identity and just afraid of how she's going to be judged.
Oh.
And again, she needs to stop thinking that way.
The history will repeat itself.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's not going to be this dramatic the way that you were affected, right?
Right. Yeah.
So what do you want her to do? Give her an advice to release the blockage.
She can heal herself. Tell her the energy centers that she knows about. She needs to sit by herself, meditate,
Yes,
and place those centers in her body wherever her pain is, and truly call on the light. And I will be there. Mother Mary will be there. We're all there. We're all there willing to help her, but she needs to do the work. We can't initiate it. She needs to initiate it.
I respect that. Okay. Because as she initiated, she follows the path, the truth, the mission in this life.
Right.
So this is the first step she needs to do to work with others. First, she needs to call upon you guys and complete the healing, heal the body.
Right.
Gotcha. Wow. Thank you. Why does she struggle to express herself clearly?
It's all based out of, again, her upbringing and just being brainwashed to believe so many terrible things that are not true. You know, she dealt with family members that were, you know, in their minds, living out of the ego, you know, and then basically trying to survive on a day-to-day basis, you know, and so it all stems from that. A lot of anxiety that comes from that, and gosh, she really needs to let go of that. God, if she could only let go of the anxiety that she holds on to, oh my goodness, things will open up for her in just tremendous ways, just ways that she cannot imagine. She needs to let go because the anxiety is keeping her.
Anything you can do now to start releasing, like a jump start to start releasing this anxiety that's paralyzing, sounds like?
Yes, now I can send her my light. I'm placing my hands on her head now. The energy's flowing.
Thank you so much. What will she see different after?
She will be calm, just more serene, and just that alone will help ease the pain, because the body is like tense, like all jumbled up, you know, and so it's not allowed to do its function, you know. It's not able to flow, and so things get stuck. She needs to relax.
What would be a good way for her to relax?
She can do anything that she enjoys doing, like her dance or her art. We know that she wants to create this artwork, but she hasn't done it. And I think it's a beautiful therapy. She needs to start it, and I think it'd be good for others to do this therapy as well. And I think it'd be very healing for her. And then step out and be with nature, connect.
Thank you so much for that. Will she have a successful energy healing business?
Of course. She will be able to heal people in minutes. Yes. When she's ready and she's cleared everything from her body, you know, the aches and pains, and opened up her channels, Yes, she'll be able to heal immediately. Yes, people will come see her because she will be true.
Yes, from the heart.
Yes, and that's what people need and they seek, People are not used to seeing people that are true. Because almost everyone around you, they're all fake. They're wearing masks. Mm-hmm. They're not being their divine, truthful selves. So when they come to her, they're going to feel her beautiful heart, her purity, and her truth. And they will feel so comfortable with her. Yes, and so others will come. And she will be living her best life because she will be living her mission. That's what she signed up for, is to come here for that. And what a great way to end her life, From here on out, that's what she's going to do. And all the beautiful souls that she's going to help. We're also very grateful for it.
Thank you. What is the lesson she needed to learn? She needs to learn from a dysfunctional family. If you can add to what we have talked.
Well, she chose that family, and she came to be light for the family. And she tried her best, but her light was suppressed.
Yes.
And so, unfortunately, that's what happened, and her human mind took over and allowed for it to happen. She didn't know how to tap into her divine self to gain the strength so that it wouldn't happen. But yeah, her family had kind of sucked her into it. Mm-hmm. But she was different, though. She was different from all of them. Her dad, he knew her. He knew her soul. And, but yeah, since she was psychologically, emotionally beaten down, she wasn't able to express and to shine her light the way it was intended. Mm-hmm. And so,
Well, I guess this question has no use now. Was she in a scene in a past life?
Oh, of course. She's a bringer of truth, knowledge, the sacred knowledge. She will remember. She will start to receive downloads. It's okay for her to share it. Because we know that we trust that she knows who to share with and to what extent. Because she was in the scene, so she knows.
And she has access to all that information, just we need to meditate and to connect.
It's there.
Was she a healer in another life?
Yes. All of the Essenes were healers. Yes.
How can she give her another way besides connecting with you, meditation? What other way can she bring in those gifts from that life, the life as you, without the doubting? Doubt is still big here, so trying to work around it.
She needs to connect with nature, with flowers, herbs, and those beautiful essence that will bring forth memories from the past. It will, in a sense, awaken what's been dormant. She will find it there.
In nature.
Yes. She loves flowers. She needs to connect with flowers. There's so much beauty in the flower.
Yeah. Too bad it doesn't last long, is it?
When she can get rid of all that, then she can thrive. Because right now she still believes, it's in her, she still believes all the stories. She's so beautiful, and she's so smart, and she's talented and gifted. She doesn't even know that. She's even told by people, her friends tell her that, but she still doesn't believe it. She must believe.
Yeah. What needs attention right now so that she may fully heal?
She needs to forgive herself and forgive others that have harmed her. Fully forgive. Yeah, she's been through a lot. But forgiveness, it's a good starting point.
And how do you want her to, how can she tap into her intuitive gifts?
Again, she needs to clear her mind. And I know she struggles with it every day. The mind just won't stop, but she's aware. That's a good thing, is that she's aware of it. And that's a great starting point. She's been working at it for a long time, and yeah, I think it's time for her just to learn to just be at peace and connect with presence wherever she is. Not get caught up in the goings on, of society, people around her, because everyone around her is going to live from the ego. It's very difficult for someone like her to step into it and live from the divine. And so she must really build herself up. And that's where belief comes, in truth. And to stand firm in who she is in the midst of it all. Because then her light will be beaming and everyone will benefit from that. She will be like the beacon of light among the chaos. The people will gravitate towards that.
It's much needed right now, isn't it?
Very much so.
Do you see the collective consciousness of humanity shifting anytime soon? I know it's gradual and we're shifting and changing all the time, but are we on the right path? Are we going to create a better life for ourselves than before?
There's a lot of turmoil, and it's going to get worse, a little bit worse than it is now, before it shifts, because people are starting to wake up. They're getting tired of it. People want peace. Especially here in the US, with all the mass shootings that are taking place, people are tired of it. And so they must come together in peace and unity, and it's going to happen. But it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better. And when it gets better, it'll be so much better. I think everyone will be more at peace. And just things will flow. There'll be more unity. And people will help one another. And right now, people help one another only when there's an emergency or a tragedy, right? They come together during those instances. But soon it'll be all the time. They will always be together and for each other. We'll come together as one. Yes, and thank you.
What can people do to prepare for still tumultuous times for a little bit? What can we do to be able to, like you said, stay in our light and not being affected by the ego outside?
They have to go through whatever it is this world will bring about. And those that are a little bit more advanced will be able to walk through it with more ease. But those that are not will struggle. But hopefully those that are a little bit more advanced will help those that are struggling, right? Yes, we hope so.
Do you have any advices for me, for example, and regarding the future and my movement to helping humanity? Is there anything that I'm not seeing or I can do better of?
Well, you're doing a wonderful job already. You're helping so many people heal. And continue to do that. You have such a beautiful heart and so much light in you.
Thank you.
You're very open. Mm-hmm. So you're very connected to us, and we sense you, we feel you, we're with you. You call on us. When you need our help, we're here. You call on us. Mm-hmm. If there's ever a patient or client that you don't understand, you're struggling with, call on us. During the session, call on us, and we'll come right in to help you with it. Mm-hmm. Of course. So I'm sure you do come across some that are a little bit difficult, hard to understand, and some that are going through a lot. Those are difficult cases, but with our help, we'll get through it, and we will help you heal them. You continue to do what you do. Oh my gosh! And we believe that you're very fulfilled. You're satisfied. You're happy. So long as you don't crave material stuff, materialistic stuff, as long as you're not in the mind, in the ego, wanting, because none of that's going to bring you happiness, and you know that. Just be satisfied and happy with what you have. You've been blessed with so much already, and we know you're grateful for it. Enjoy every bit of it. And so we will continue to bless you with more, because you definitely deserve so much more. Beautiful child. Yes, and you're very loved.
Thank you. Very grateful for that. Thank you. Now back to her. She was told she's an earth angel. Is that true?
Yes. She comes from a different dimension. It doesn't necessarily have wings, but here the human mind likes to add on a few little wings to those beings. But yeah, she's a very gifted and ascended person. So if you want to call her an earth angel, so be it. But she's an advanced soul. Yes, she's very connected to the light, divine, and so she's here to touch people's hearts. And she's done that so many times. She has no idea how much she's done that. She's clueless. She's helped so many people, but she's guided though. We guide her to the right people, the right time. Yeah, so she's definitely an angel. Mm-hmm. And she's seen herself in dreams, so she knows she's seen herself.
Thank you. Now, how can she stay more connected and receive more guidance in daily life from you?
Well, she calls on me a lot. I know she's in communication with me throughout the day, and I love that. I love that she's always with me. And if she wants to connect with other guides, and she needs to call on us, I'd love for her to get to know us. There are so many out here that want to work with her. Yeah, she needs to just call on us, but she has me, and Mary Magdalene. Of course, Mother Mary loves her, and Yogananda works with her. And we know that Dolores has come through. Mm-hmm. Yes. She's also, she pops in.
Any words from Dolores today?
Oh, I could almost hear her voice. She's thrilled. And so, but that's their choosing, And so, and others have learned free will, and they're okay with it, but they don't use it a lot. And it's just best not to use it and just go with divine guidance.
Surrender, huh?
Of course. Yeah. Free will can get you into trouble. Time and time again. Oh, yes. People want to be in charge. They want to feel like they're in control, right? And yeah, they're being silly because there's a greater light and being that's in control.
It doesn't really work that way, does it?
No.
What would be one of the most important things about herself that she's not aware that you like to explain or emphasize? Like a good gift, like a good trait.
She has the ability to teach. She's a teacher, but she hasn't discovered that. And we want her to teach others. We want her to teach messages, you know. She needs to get out there and teach wisdom, whatever comes to her. And I know that she's afraid because she lacks confidence. And she feels she can't communicate, which holds her back and keeps her quiet. Many times she doesn't speak because of that. But there's just so much that she has to say it's so powerful. And we want her to get out there and teach people. And people will come. People will learn. She can do it. She needs to have that confidence.
And to ask you for help as well.
Of course. We're always there for her to help, always.
I have another question. Back in that life as Jesus, you said that you would share some knowledge with people, but some other knowledge, it couldn't be shared at the time because people were not ready. Is there such a knowledge that can be shared at this time with human consciousness expanding a little bit more than before?
I think the knowledge is out already. People are aware that we are all God. We are all source. We are not separate. We are not these little people down below looking up at a man upstairs. I think people are aware of that now. Much more aware than they were back, 2,000 years ago. Back then, people didn't believe a lot, and they just had a different intelligence. And now people have evolved so much intelligence-wise, and they're able to comprehend deeper truths and beliefs. And so a lot of it is out already, which makes us so very happy that people are understanding and they believe it, and they are. Just that. They are. Just like I am.
Yeah.
I am has become very popular because people are buying into that notion. Because it's true. And back 2,000 years ago, we couldn't say that. People wouldn't understand it. Which is a great thing nowadays. So there's more wisdom to be shared as people awaken, and they're able to understand the message on a deeper level. But it all ties in with non-duality, with being one with Source. I am, yes, I was Yeshua, but so are you. So is everyone. I'm in everyone. You're in me. We're not separate. We are one. Yeah. And we need to get rid of the church. The church has done so much harm. There's just so much untruth there. And, they do things for, oh my goodness, for just greedy reasons, and greedy for sure, personal reasons, and whatever it is they do with their church and their teachings is just really false. There's a lot of those, the priests and bishops, they're very, very false. They live very fake lives. They live two lives. And the deeds they're doing nowadays are atrocious. They don't belong anywhere near children. And that is unacceptable. Mother Mary is very upset. She is very sad about where the church is going, and the fact that the church, the hierarchy, does nothing to change things, to correct things, and to bring people into the church. They're very selective as to who can come into the church, and that's wrong. When I walked the earth, I welcomed everyone. I didn't judge anyone. We were all the same. The church is not like that, and that's why they don't teach what I taught. That's why I don't approve of the church. I never wanted to build a church. The church is within us. It's a temple within our hearts. That's the church that I'm talking about. So yeah, Mother Mary, my mother, cries when children get abused. You know, it's terrible. So yeah, the church has done terrible deeds, and they continue to do so for power, you know.
But I heard also others abused children, not part of the church. What can you tell us about that? Will this stop anytime soon?
Those children, many times the soul chooses a life path that will include an abuse, because the soul needs to experience that, perhaps to evolve. And that's why it takes place. Unfortunately, that's in this earthly plane, it's terrible. But looking at it from our side, it's definitely something that helps the soul evolve and to grow faster, because that's what souls want when they enter into this world, is to evolve fast, because this is the place to do it. And so when someone chooses to be abused, that soul has asked for that because they want to evolve very fast. And so that's what's taking place there on a much higher dimension.
Yeah,
so
definitely helps to have this understanding for many to somehow look at this picture from a different perspective, not to be so hurt of the pain. Yeah,
so many things, terrible things are happening, but we are with them all. And no matter what they go through, you know, their human mind will think it's terrible, you know, and it is. But they cannot be harmed. Their soul is untouchable. And that's what matters.
True. Now, when she contacted me for this session, what did you hope it would be accomplished here today?
I wanted her to know the root cause of her anxiety. It keeps her wound up, and the emotions. We wanted her to clear. It's a clearing for her. She needed this. It was very important, and we chose you.
Thank you.
Because you two have a connection from a past life.
Okay.
And so you know each other from another life.
I was wondering about that. And what kind of roles did we play together?
We were, again, back in the day, you know, when I walked the earth, she was there. Yeah, she was. A beautiful woman. Oh gosh, I got chills all over. You were special. I got chills. My whole body has got chills right now.
Thank you very much. Now, will it be important for her to listen to the recording of this session, and how often is advised?
Yes, of course. She can listen to it, you know, once or twice a week. That's fine. While she's, you know, doing dishes or whatever. Yeah, it will definitely help to remind her and to open up the channels and to heal. She's on her way. think good things are coming her way now. I mean, not that things were not good in the past, but but I think that what she's been waiting for is now going to manifest. Because she has opened that door. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, do you have any parting advices for her or anybody else before I close the session?
Just tell her to send light into the world, to keep sending it, and you as well. And then you're so very gifted, we channel through you. The light flows through you. And the same thing when you're out and about, stand there as a beacon of light.
Yes.
It's important that you all do that,
Yeah, I'm starting to do that because I'm asking for courage and knowledge, and you guys are helping me with that. So yeah. This is something that I'm working on, to just stand tall and speak my truth.
Yes, very important, because that's what you're here to do. So don't let anything hold you back. Both of you have a mission.
I don't think they can anymore.
No.
That's in the past.
Yeah, true.
Thank you. And then, so you want her to connect with you, to bring more light into the body, to release the anxiety, and to ask for help, of course, so she can fully align herself with her true mission.
Yes.
So this is like the first step: connect, clear the body, and then pursue with the mission, life mission.
Yes, she will do it, and we will help her.
Thank you. Well, it's been an honor, a pleasure. Thank you so much for connecting. I love you all, and I look forward working with you from here on as well.
Oh gosh, we love you. We have a huge team, a heavily team with you. You're not alone.
Cool.
And there's so much light in this house. Just know that this house is full of light and love. A lot of love here. Keep sending it to everyone. Every client that comes here, you send that light into every cell of their body. And that'll be healing there.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I will do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wonderful. Are we complete today?